Today we continue our series on the most historic cities in the United States. Our next stop is Boston on this edition of Traveling Joe. Hello everybody, it's Traveling Joe, and today we're in Boston. It's a place where American history comes alive. Boston offers a unique blend of contemporary offerings, as well as stories whispered from centuries past. Today, we're going to treat Boston like our own personal treasure map. We'll hit the must-see historical spots, uncover the most popular eateries and lesser-known establishments, and even hop over to a certain bewitching town nearby. So grab your walking shoes, your appetite for adventure, and let's dive into the heart and soul of Boston. All right, let's lace up those walking shoes and hit the pavement, because no trip to Boston is complete without a stroll down the Freedom Trail. This isn't your average walking tour. This 2.5-mile path, marked by a very convenient red brick line, will take you on an historic journey through 16 significant sites. We'll start at the Boston Common, America's oldest park, dating back to 1634. Imagine the stories these trees could tell. From there, we'll trace the footsteps of revolutionaries, passing Paul Revere's house, the Old North Church, and the site of the Boston Massacre. You'll feel the weight of history as you stand in Faneuil Hall, known as the Cradle of Liberty, where the seeds of the American Revolution were sown. Keep an eye out for those charming little hidden gardens, tucked away between the buildings. They're like little oases of peace in the bustling city. As you walk, imagine the clatter of horse-drawn carriages and the fervor of those early patriots. This is where it all began, folks. The fight for independence, the birth of a nation. Now, right in the heart of Boston, you'll find Faneuil Hall Marketplace, a spot that's been buzzing with energy since 1742. Trust me, you'll smell the deliciousness before you even see it. Street performers captivating the crowds, and the aroma of fresh baked goods wafting through the air. It's a feast for the senses. This is where you come to experience the true spirit of Boston. Grab a bite at one of the many food stalls. I'm talking clam chowder and sourdough, lobster rolls overflowing with fresh-caught goodness, and whoopie pies bigger than your head. Okay, after all that excitement, let's take a breather in Boston Common, America's oldest park. This sprawling green oasis, right in the heart of the city, is like stepping into a postcard from a simpler time. Find a bench under a shady elm tree, lay out a picnic blanket, and just soak up the vibes. In the spring, the park bursts into bloom with vibrant tulips and fragrant cherry blossoms, creating a scene straight out of a Monet painting. During the summer months, free concerts and Shakespeare in the Park performances bring the Common to life after dark. And come winter, the Frog Pond transforms into Boston's most charming ice skating rink. A magical experience you won't want to miss. Let's head to the north end to the original Regina Pizzeria. Since 1926, this famous pizza restaurant serves up the best pizza in town, perhaps even the country. If you come, prepare to wait, because it gets crowded. But trust me, it's worth the wait. Hungry for more than just history? Well, let's step back in time and grab a bite at the Union Oyster House, the oldest continuously operating restaurant in the entire United States. Established in 1826, this place has seen it all. The oysters are the star of the show here. Of course, slurp them down fresh from the raw bar, or try them fried, baked, or Rockefeller style. Just be sure to save room for the clam chowder. It's the stuff of legends. No trip to Boston would be complete without experiencing the electric atmosphere of Fenway Park, home of the legendary Boston Red Sox. Even if you're not a die-hard fan, trust me, there's something magical about stepping inside this historic ballpark with its iconic green monster looming large in left field. You can practically feel the history soaked into every inch of this place. Grab a Fenway Frank, a cup of cold beer, and find your seat among the passionate Red Sox faithful. And get ready to sing along to Sweet Caroline during the 8th inning. It's a tradition you won't want to miss. But Fenway is more than just a baseball stadium. It's a living museum, a symbol of Boston's unwavering spirit. Take a tour and learn about the legends who've graced this field. Now, let's escape the hustle and bustle for a while and step into a world of art and tranquility at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. This unique museum, housed in a stunning 15th century Venetian-style palace, is a feast for the eyes and a sanctuary for the soul. As you wander through the galleries, you'll be surrounded by masterpieces from Rembrandt, Michelangelo, Degas, and more. Don't miss the breathtaking central courtyard, a verdant oasis filled with exotic plants, sculptures, and the soothing sound of trickling water. After a long day of exploring, it's time to rest our weary heads. And there's no place more unique to do so than the Liberty Hotel, a luxurious hotel with a fascinating past. You see, this grand old building wasn't always a place of pampering and relaxation. It was once the Charles Street Jail, a formidable structure that housed inmates for over a century. The Liberty Hotel seamlessly blends history and luxury, offering a truly unforgettable stay. And be sure to grab a drink at Alibi, the hotel bar located in the former drunk tank. Don't worry, the only thing you'll be serving time for here is indulging in one too many delicious cocktails. The Liberty Hotel is a testament to Boston's ability to transform and reinvent itself, while still honoring its past. No trip to Boston would be complete without hopping across the Charles River to explore the vibrant energy of Harvard Square, the heart and soul of Cambridge. This bustling square is a melting pot of students, intellectuals, street performers, and tourists, all drawn to the area's infectious energy and intellectual spirit. And browse the shelves of legendary bookstores. You're bound to find a literary treasure or two. Duck into a cozy coffee shop for a caffeine fix, and a chance to rub shoulders with Harvard students, hard at work or not. Harvard Square is also a great place to catch a live show. From intimate jazz clubs to historic theaters, there's something here for every taste. And for our final stop, let's take a short train ride north to Salem, Massachusetts. Start your journey at the Salem Witch Museum, where you can learn about the events of 1692 and the hysteria that gripped this small community. It's a sobering reminder of the dangers of intolerance and fear. Next, wander through the streets of Salem, lined with historic homes, quirky shops, and of course, plenty of witch-themed attractions. It's a town with a rich maritime history, a thriving arts scene, and a beautiful waterfront. And for a truly immersive experience, visit the Jonathan Corwin House, also known as the Witch House. Well, folks, there you have it. A whirlwind tour of Boston from its historic Freedom Trail to the bewitching streets of Salem. We've explored iconic landmarks, uncovered hidden gems, and hopefully inspired you to create your own Boston adventure. Remember, travel's about more than just checking off a list. It's about immersing yourself in new experiences, connecting with history, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. So get out there, explore. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel adventures. Until next time.